pays to listen. Now, back to Aaron and Mayumi Muller on the Lifestyle Business Owner Show.
Hello, this is Aaron Muller. When it comes to success in life and business, it matters who you take advice from. And that's why I want you to know about my extraordinary wife and co-host, Mayumi Muller. Mayumi is the quintessential cosmopolitan success story. Born in Japan and raised in the United States, Mayumi's Japanese and African American heritage has helped her learn how to connect with people from highly diverse cultures and backgrounds. Following her coursework at the University of Washington, Mayumi pursued a career in modeling, working professionally in major metropolitan areas throughout the United States and Europe. During this time, Mayumi cultivated an elegance, charm, and winning attitude that crowned her Mrs. Washington State in 1995 and landed her less than 5 places away from achieving Mrs. America. Since that time, Mayumi has raised 5 amazing children while attaining to the highest levels of success in every field she's entered: a President's Award-winning real estate agent for John L. Scott for 10 years, the top sales rep of a Fortune 500 company, owner of 8 multi-million-dollar businesses, and the world's #1 trainer in self-running business ownership. Learn the secrets to success in life and business from this amazing woman at the Lifestyle Business Owner Academy website, lboacademy.com. That's lboacademy.com. Why build a business when you can build a lifestyle?
Wow. Thank you so much, baby. I really appreciate those kind words. So let's talk about LBO, right? This is a segment where we talk about, and it actually stands for Lifestyle Business Owner. And this is where we talk about how to grow your business, grow your profits, and make it run without you.
How to buy a business. Grow your profits.
Sorry.
Hey, it's okay. It's okay. No worries. So, so last week we were talking about, how you can stand out in the industry for 2018 and dominate your industry. And so let's just kind of, talk a little bit about what we were discussing last week, and then go into kind of additional things that you can do for this year coming up, so you guys can all kick some butt. So so first off, you just want to focus on yourself. You want to not worry about your competition and really be focused on building your company up and making sure that you're the best. You want to also set up your marketing foundation. You want to make sure that you're seen everywhere. Businesses are gonna, people are gonna find you no matter where they're looking. And then also just make sure that you're offering the best customer service experience from start to finish. That's going to be really, really key, to long-term success.
Absolutely. And then once you've gotten the business and these folks have found you, right? Mm-hmm. Because you've already been exposed and had exposure to your business, you're going to have to provide high quality products that you're going to be selling, or service. Quality service or quality products, okay?
It's everything.
Yeah, so let's talk about, we're going to talk about Nordstrom, Mm-hmm. Aaron, you're always saying, honey, why can't you go to da-da-da store? Why do you always have to go to Nordstrom? I'm like, okay, you know why I have to go to Nordstrom's every time?
Why?
Because I know, I should say Nordstrom. There's no S. I get always poo-pooed, corrected when I say Nordstrom's. But I love going to Nordstrom because it's the experience, right? It's the shopping experience of a lifetime. You're going to get great customer care. You're going to get great quality products. Mm-hmm. You're going to get awesome follow-up. I mean, I have these people, these sales reps that will not only from start to finish, they even have my contact information and will check up on me to see how my product or my outfit or what have you is working. I mean, I have never found that to happen at any other retail store. No,
and it really, like we talked about, having that quality product and service is so essential. And, Nordstrom's, I don't think they even sell anything that's low quality.
No.
Right? So if you do all this great stuff and you're, promoting your business and your service and everything else and your products, and then you give somebody something that's subpar, what's going to happen? They're going to lose faith in your company and your product and your service. A good example is, we have that pet hair product that we sell, right? And it's called the Chom Chom Roller. And the reason why it's taken off and it's so darn successful is because it's the highest quality product out there. And I remember,
And it works.
well, it works, like that's the thing. And it's more expensive than all the other products out there. And I remember getting advice from people that are so-called experts in marketing a product, and they all wanted me to sell it for super cheap. But I stood my ground and said, no, I mean, this product, I'm not going to sell it for the same price that a low quality product would sell for. And I kept the price high, and guess what? I still sell a ton, and I make the margin I should be making because it's a quality product. So people will come back to you if you're offering something that's unique and special when it comes to that and high quality.
No, I totally agree. And you know what? That's and the referral that we get, because not only you're creating a great customer service and a great product for everyone, you're also getting that amazing referral base, which is how you grow your business.
Yeah, because nobody's going to refer somebody that's offering something subpar. I mean, so another one is just our automotive business, right?
Exactly.
If somebody comes into one of our shops, they're coming in, they're going to get the highest level of service, and then also we hire some of the best technicians in town. So people are going to continue to come back because we fix the car and we don't usually have problems. And if we do deal with it, right?
Right.
But if you're not charging enough money, you can't really pay for some of those issues and stuff too.
You can't pay for the corrections
Yep.
if there need be. And what I love about our shop is that we have a loaner program. And typically, you don't have that type of program in a small business auto repair shop. You usually get it at the dealerships.
Mm-hmm.
And we already know when you go to dealerships how much you're going to spend. You're not going to leave that dealership less than $1,000.
But the reason why dealers have done well is because they do supply quality
service.
Everything. I mean,
Yep.
if you look at their whole establishment, and that kind of leads me to franchise, try to have a franchise mentality when you are running your business. Stop thinking like a small mom and pop where you're trying to, you don't have any good systems and you don't have really consistency, because
Right.
consistency is so important with a business for the customer, really. I mean, because they just want to know that it's going to be at least close to the same. It may not be the same people working there every time,
Right.
but they want the same experience, whether it's Johnny or Billy working there, right?
Well, it's just like anywhere. So going back to the franchise mentality, just making sure it's really disappointing to me when you go into a restaurant and you've gone there 3 or 4 times, and the
Yeah,
third
that's a
time
great
and the
example.
4th time the food is not so good,
Oh,
right? I mean, have you
this
guys ever
happened
had
to us.
that? This
Yeah.
happens to us all the time.
Yeah, we eat out all the time,
And I
it
love they
changes.
come
I
out
hate
and they're
it.
like, oh, well, it's a new chef, or they're trying this, or they're trying.
We don't want to hear
No,
that.
we don't want to hear that.
We were coming there
Yes.
because we liked it, right? And
Specifically
liked
for that.
experience. So if you can try and keep everything as consistent, get it good first, right? I
Yes.
mean, don't be consistently bad.
Exactly.
I mean, well, some companies can do well that way, but I think in the end, they drop off. So be consistently good,
Yep.
consistent good quality, focus on you, focus on customer service, and people will continue to come back to you and
Yep.
continue to do business with you. And you can make sure that you're charging enough money that you can be profitable
Right.
and actually stay in business, because we all know how hard it is to stay in business, and all of our expenses keep growing.
Well, and if you have a good product or great service, you need to charge more. Why should you charge the same low price that they're getting the poor service and the poor product from, right? Doesn't make any sense.
So then once you've, sold somebody everything, and you want to stay in touch with them. You want to make sure if you're going to dominate
Like
your industry, you want
Nordstrom.
to stay in touch. You want to constantly be talking to that customer. That might be reminding them of something that you told them you were going to remind them of, like maybe another service that you
Yep.
offer or something. You want to check in with them and make sure that they're happy with what you did to start out. I mean, just the whole experience was good in the first place. So you wanna make
Exactly.
sure
Or
that-
hey, a new product came out, or a new outfit came out, or if you're at a restaurant, hey, I'm shooting an email because we have a new dinner item on the menu. Come on in. We
People
want you to
forget.
try it.
Yeah,
Yep.
they forget,
You
know.
need to put it in your smartphone or in your computer, your database, and keep track of
And
everything.
there's also a lot of great programs out there that
Yes.
you can partnership up with that can stay in touch with your customer base.
Well, we use High Rise, and that's
Well,
been
that's-
been a
yeah.
good one
But-
for us on the business side.
But beyond even that, it's like there's like reminder programs out there. There's customer retention programs is what I'm
Yes.
talking about, like where you send out mailers out to these people and you let them know that you're there, because there's always tons of other competitors out there that are reminding them that they're there.
Yeah.
Right. And so,
Well, it's like the dentist, right? And then the auto repair shop, you get put on a text messaging campaign.
Yep.
And I love that I always put my appointment in for my dentist, but I do love getting that text message, them telling me, hey, your appointment's coming up next week.
Make it seamless, right? You want to make it seamless for your customer to do business with you. And the easier you make it to do business with you, the more likely they're going to do business with you.
Yep. And again, you don't stop doing the customer service after the point of sale or the point of service. It has to go beyond that, after that.
And keep in mind that business does not typically grow fast, right?
No.
So if you really want to grow your business, I'm going to be the top guy, top player. Well, guess what? It's going to take some time. It may not be the first year. It might not be this year that you're the dominant player, but you're going to put all the steps in place that are going to allow you to be the dominant business, person in your industry.
Yep.
And that's about being consistent and being patient in your process.
Yep. And I love this saying. We say it all the time, right? And it's, if you're not growing, you're dying. And that is so true. It's like a plant, right? Your plant, if it doesn't grow, then eventually you look at it because it hasn't been nurtured and it hasn't been fed water and it hasn't had light, and then it dies. So you have to continuously grow in order to make your business better.
Yeah, because also you lose business, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, it's not like you can keep every single customer coming to you. You try your best, and people move and make changes. And so that's why.
And the competitors move in.
And the competitors move in, cheaper prices,
Exactly.
whatever. People will try out other people. So that's why that saying is so great.
Yeah.
You know, if you're not growing, you're dying because you're not out there pursuing your business to grow it.
Absolutely. I totally agree. So the next thing is that, you know what? I know we've already drilled it into you guys over and over again. But again, don't worry about what your competition is doing, right? You want to make sure that you are focused on your business and you're focused on what you need to do to provide excellent service and a great product for your customers.
So you have to stay on edge.
Stay on edge.
You got to be on edge. You got to make sure that, almost be a little bit stressed out.
Yeah, a little bit, kind of like a chihuahua.
Yeah,
Chihuahua waiting for somebody to come through that front door.
Because if you're not, you know what's going to happen? You get complacent, and then people start taking advantage of that. And that's
right.
happened to us in the past.
That's right. Well, stay tuned for our Ask Aaron segment. Business people around the world write into Aaron and I and ask questions about the street smarts of small business. If you've missed any of our show today or would like to listen to any of our previous shows, go to lboradio.com and also make sure you follow us on the Lifestyle Business Owner on Facebook and Instagram. You can also listen to Lifestyle Business Owner Show anytime, anywhere on lboradio.com.
The Lifestyle Business Owner Show continues after this, here on Business Radio 1300 KKOL. Log on to lboradio.com while you listen to the Lifestyle Business Owner Show. Now back to Aaron and Mayumi Muller.
Welcome back. It's Mayumi. And if you want to achieve your goals in life and business, right? Why not learn from someone who was born to be an entrepreneur, someone with the uncommon business sense, the tenacity, and the track record of success to prove it? My husband and co-host, Aaron Muller. As a child, Aaron developed an interest in small business ownership from his family's marina on San Juan Island. From the start, Aaron was driven to seek a business opportunity and attain entrepreneurial success. His very first business venture was catching and selling shrimp at the docks when he was only 10 years old. While his peers were preparing to enter 7th grade, Aaron opened a bumper rental company catering to the San Juan's ample tourist traffic. Aaron's first real job came in high school, but by the time he graduated, he had earned enough to purchase half of the company. Over the past 30 years, Aaron has gone on to start and buy over 20 companies in the Pacific Northwest and now owns 8 multi-million-dollar businesses. Aaron is the world's premier trainer in self-running business ownership and the author of the Lifestyle Business Owner book, which lays out the principles for making a 6-figure income by working as little as 5 hours a week. Learn how to achieve your goals from this phenomenal business mind at the Lifestyle Business Owner Academy website, where you can learn all kinds of amazing business knowledge. Visit lboacademy.com and take your life in an extraordinary new direction. That's lboacademy.com. Why build a business when you can build a lifestyle? Oh, I love building a lifestyle with you. And shout out the Lifestyle Business Owner book,
Kin-
just
just the Kindle
the
version.
Kindle version, Amazon.
Well, you can. I guess you can get this
Yeah.
ebook version.
Yep.
So
and
you can get it
is
on
awesome.
BarnesandNoble.com. You can get it on Kindle and some other places like
Yeah,
that. So
Amazon.com. Download it.
you
The
don't have, and you
Lifestyle
don't have to have a
Business
Kindle either.
Owner. No, you don't.
You can get a free Kindle app on your phone.
Exactly.
Yeah,
But it's great.
get it.
Get it. It's
If you
ready
guys
for
wanna
you
know,
to read.
you guys want to know what to do to build your business
Yep.
and get it to run without you. You got to get my book.
Yep, and you want to build this lifestyle, and that's what we have here, and that's what we like to teach to everyone. So let's get down to the questions. Thank you guys all so much for writing in these amazing questions. We love answering them on the air. So the first question is from Omar, Spokane, Washington. Favorite way to follow us is Facebook. Hi, Omar. So his question is, when you buy a business, what are the things you look for that tell you if the business will be successful or not?
Yeah, that's a good
Ooh,
question.
that's a great
I mean, for
question.
me, what I look for, a few things. I look for cash flow. I look for volume of business, right? So I want to make sure it has enough volume of business that if I come in there and buy it, if it drops a little bit, it's not going to be detrimental to me. I look at what the cash flow of the business, owners income, potential income of the business, so that I at least know that I can pay myself whatever I need to pay myself, whether that's $0 or $300,000 a year.
Right.
So that all depends on you. And then also what I look for is in the industry, because I want to make sure it's in an industry that's either not dying, like certain industries that people just are not buying products in anymore. It's changing. The whole industry is changing completely. I want to make sure I can at least, I'm not getting into something like that, but also something that I'm not having to compete with some huge players out there that might make it very difficult. Like if I was going to open up a hardware or buy a hardware store, right? I would be a little concerned because of the big box stores out there that can
Right.
come in there, or like a big Costco or a Walmart or somebody like that. You want to make sure that whatever you're doing, it's either a niche or it's some kind of a service business or a manufacturing or a wholesale distribution. I like those kind of businesses.
Right. No, that's a great question. So the next question is from Hannah, and she's from Fresno, California. Favorite way to follow us is Instagram. Her question to us is, in your book, you share the story. Oh, thank you for downloading the book, Hannah.
Yeah, thank you.
In your
Hannah.
book, you share the story about how you are not a mechanic, but you were able to buy an auto repair shop and operate it successfully. The second part of the question is, what kinds of businesses can a buyer be successful at without prior industry knowledge? And what kinds of businesses should the buyer have prior industry knowledge prior to buying the business? So, an example that she's giving is, if I don't know anything about construction, can I buy a construction company and operate it successfully? If I don't know anything about staffing agencies, can I buy a staffing company and operate it successfully? Great question.
Yeah. So yeah, all yes to all of the above. I
Yeah.
mean, really, you can do anything.
If you can
Because-
learn.
Well, it's not even that. I mean, it's also about what systems are already in place in that company, how many employees are in that company. So if it's a one person show, and it's a mechanic shop, and the owner's a mechanic, then I would say, heck no, don't buy a
Right.
mechanic shop, because
Right.
But if you have a few mechanics, or in my case, there was only 2 mechanics, and then the owner was the front office person, and so I went in there and I could talk to people, over the phone and just tell them some in layman's terms, like what's wrong with their car, like your brakes are bad because the mechanic said it was, or something to that effect. I could sell that by being nice to the customer and explaining what the technician was able to tell me, right? I didn't need to be able to fix cars. A staffing company is the same thing, like you don't need to know how to hire people or whatever, because you may have a staff of people that already know how to do that. A construction company, I don't need to know how to build a house to run a construction company. I built a house. I became the general contractor when the guy ripped me off, and I all of a sudden was like, wow, I could actually be a builder really easy, because all you do is you hire people out. You have to hire experts or professionals in your line of business that are really good at something, and then communicate with them and do what you're good at and make sure you're hiring the right people.
Yeah. And I know with many businesses that we've sold, what's great is the sellers will actually be there to help provide the training for you. So you're not just going to be thrown into a business. You're going to be able to get that training.
A couple weeks.
Yeah,
though, so
but you're still going to get that knowledge and that information in the beginning, and then you just take it from there, and you just trust the team that you have because they're doing well. Next question is Sophie, and she's from Toledo, Ohio. Favorite way to follow us is Twitter. So her question to us is, do you write business plans before you get into a business? If so, how do you write a good business plan?
I've done it both ways. I think it's always a great idea to have a plan.
I agree.
If you don't have a plan, it's really hard to make sure that you go in the right direction. And the plan is just a starting point for you to make sure that you have some guidance in what you want to do. You don't have to follow that plan. It doesn't have to be 100% right. So the other part of having a plan,
it's like outline. It's just a guideline.
It's a guideline, and it gives you ideas. It gets you thinking about that business and what you want to do with it and how you're going to make it successful. But the other reason why you want to have a business plan is because if you're going to try to get financing or get somebody to invest in your business or whatever, you need to make sure that you have something to show these people that are going to invest in your business and know that you at least have an idea or clue of what you're going to do and your plan in that business.
Absolutely.
As far as how do you get, what is it?
How do you
write a good plan?
Write a good business plan.
We're actually putting together a really nice template in our academy that can help people do this and put together a really extensive one so that they can really impress people. But there's a lot of different books out there that you can read on business plans and just follow those guidelines.
Yep, exactly. Thank you. That's a great question. So the next question is from Jerry in Ashland, Wisconsin. Favorite way to follow us is YouTube. So his question is, in your book, you talk about how thank you for downloading Aaron's book. In your book, you talk about buying a business and can give you a return on investment of 80% or more, and how buying rental properties only generate an investment of maybe 5%. That might be true, but isn't buying a business much more riskier than buying a rental property?
Yeah, I mean, it can be, but it also cannot be, as long as you are doing your due diligence before you buy the business, understanding it well, making sure that you can do well with this business and that you're going to work it hard, you're going to be able to be safe in that too. And the thing is, the fact that it is riskier, the reward is so much greater, right? So you have more money that you can make to throw at things sometimes when you're having some challenges. You could throw a lot of money at that to get that down to all the way to 5%, and you're still doing better than that real estate.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you all for listening to the Lifestyle Business Owner Show, where we talk about the street smarts of small business. If you've missed any of our show, make sure you go to lboradio.com and you can listen to it anytime, anywhere. Again, we want to thank Christy with SMBG Models for joining us today and talking about how to position your company for the future. Next week, our guest is the #1 best-selling author and business consultant. Make sure you follow us and submit your questions to lboradio.com. And thank you for listening. We'll see you next week.
Thanks for listening to the Lifestyle Business Owner Show, where we talk about the street smarts of small business with Aaron and Mayumi Muller. You can submit your questions to be answered on the show at lboradio.com. That's lboradio.com. Join us every Saturday morning at 9 for the Lifestyle Business Owner Show, right here on Business Radio 1300 KKOL.